Hi friends, thank you so much for being here. Today's video is a Shop My Stash. This one is for the lost and forgotten products that I keep in my storage part of my makeup collection, and last week I did post an updated makeup collection, organization, all of that. So if you're curious and want to see all of the makeup I have and how I store it, I will leave a little card right here. If you want to see which products I pick out from the makeup graveyard to create today's look, then just keep on watching and let's go. Okay, so this is everything that was in my storage. A couple of products or categories that I'm not going to be shopping for is setting spray, powder, eyeshadow primer, and concealer. In those categories, I only have a couple of products or just one product in those categories, so I heavily rotate through those. First, I'm going to start off in this section with eyes. I always do eyes first, and that will just help me kind of color coordinate for the cheek and lip products if I picked eyes first. So this is my little lash bin. I kind of want to use these House of lashes. I have not gotten to use these yet. Moving on to eyeshadow, I also have my water activated liners, a couple other bits and bobs here. So immediately, I don't think I'm going to pick either of my ColourPop Super Shock shadows just because I do reach for these way more often than some other products. I am going to go ahead and grab my Live Tinted Eyebrow Gel. I think I'm going to give some love to my LA Girl Shockwave Neon and Metallic liners. I'm kind of feeling like a blue look, so I'm going to go ahead and pick this one up. And maybe this other blue, maybe I can do like an ombre kind of effect. And I'm gonna go ahead and pick the purple. I think the blue and purple would look good together, but I'm gonna leave the green. If you watched my Yes Style video, then you have seen me use this Heroin Make mascara. Honestly, this is a really, really good mascara. The only reason it's in storage right now is because this stuff is so hard to take off, but it is my most neglected mascara, so I'm just going to go ahead and use it for today. And for eyeshadow, I don't want anything really dramatic, so I'm kind of thinking of using my Babydoll palette from REM Beauty just for some transition shades. I'm not really going to do a lot of like crease work. I think I'm going to let those eyeliner pencils from LA Girl be the star of the show today. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab this. Moving on to base and complexion. I have not used my Yummy Skin Serum Foundation because I was more tan and this was too light for me. I'm not quite sure how this is going to match me today, but I know I can at least use this for spot concealing, so I'm going to go ahead and grab this. I'm going to go ahead and get this deluxe sample of the Yummy Blurring Balm powder. What is this called? Like the Yummy Skin Universal Blurring Balm Powder. Yes, this is my most neglected like face primer, and I can't really remember what my thoughts are about this, so we're gonna retry this today. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Luminous Putty Bronzer. This is the only, actually, I'm lying. I do have my other Halo Contour Wand, but that one I know for sure is way too light for me right now. So I'm going to go ahead and pick this one. Moving on to blush, I know for a fact this Pixi one is my most neglected. So I'm going to go ahead and pick her up. Out of all of these highlighters that I have, I know for a fact my TooFaced one is the most neglected. So these are all of the lip options. Starting off with lip liners. I don't want anything too dramatic, so I might go ahead and just pick this most nude one. This is the Tower 28 multi-liner and Work of Art. I'll go ahead and put that in there. And I think to pair with a lip liner, like a lighter pinky nude would go well because I know the eyes are going to be the star of the show today. So I'm kind of thinking maybe one of my e.l.f. lip plumping glosses. I really do miss Mocha Twist. I've repurchased this like 3 times. I love this gloss to bits. I am gonna go ahead and pull Mocha Twist from e.l.f.'s lip plumping line just because I have been really missing this. And I opened up my main collection because like I said, there are a couple categories that I'm missing. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab, this is my only setting spray, so Gonna grab my caliray Surfproof. Gonna grab my staples for eyeshadow primer, which are these two products. For powder, I am really trying to give more love to my cherry blossom powder, just because I use my one size like religiously, so I'm gonna give this one some more love today. For concealer, I have been really liking my Haus Labs one. I do want to use this a little bit more, so I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. And I've been using this shade in the Bare With Me concealer in medium as a foundation. I think this might be a little too tan for me right now, but if I mix it in with that Danessa Myricks foundation, I can probably get my correct shade. I always prime my eyes using these two, so this is nothing new. As always, everything that I'm using is going to be listed in the description box down below. So going into our baby doll palette, I'm gonna go ahead and take this light peachy brown, taking an IT Cosmetics fluffy blender brush. I'm just gonna really load up that product, and I'm gonna be pretty messy with this. I just want a wash of color in the crease. I'm gonna take a flat shader brush and take that same peachy brown on my brush like this. And I'm gonna pat it directly onto the lid. I'm going to flip that same brush over, and now I'm gonna go into this lightest matte shade. I'm gonna go ahead and put that right here on my brow bone. Next, I'm gonna take this reddish brown, just gonna take a little bit of it on the tip of this same blender brush. And with this color, I'm gonna just deposit the color on the outside part of my crease first. And once I've got some color down, then I'm gonna just make tiny little circular motions and bring that a little bit inside as well. That's all we're gonna do for the crease work. So I'm gonna take my LA Girl Shockwave eyeliners, and starting off with this neon blue. This is in the shade Electric. For starters, I'm gonna put this electric blue in my waterline. But also really in my lashes. So not too far down, but just so we can see that blue a little bit better. I'm gonna create a V shape with this. So I'm gonna bring out the blue just a little bit, and then I'm gonna connect that to the top. Next, I'm taking this darker blue. This is a metallic finish, and this is in the color Ocean. So right on top of that other electric blue, I'm gonna go on the outside corner and start to ombre these two blues into each other. And I'm also gonna bring this ocean color out for our eyeliner. I'm doing my eyeliner shape not really upwards. I'm bringing it out more straight. I'm gonna ombre that into the electric blue we put on the top. Going back in with that electric blue on the top just to help ombre these two blues together more. And I'm gonna bring it about halfway onto the lid. Hopefully I don't regret this next decision, because I was wondering how am I going to incorporate this purple into this look. So I'm going to take this neon purple. This is in the shade Vivid. And I'm just going to put this right in the inner corner. And I'm going to go ahead and do my entire inner corner. So both on the bottom, and I am going to kind of like how we did in the outer corner, how we made that V shape. We connected the bottom to the top. I'm gonna do the same. This purple is not as pigmented as the blue shade, so I do have to go over another time. Okay, I just got this idea for how we're gonna finish off this eye look. So I pulled out my NYX Jumbo pencil. This is in 604 Milk, and I left a little bit of space between the purple and the electric blue, and I'm just gonna put a tad bit of that white to bridge these two. I'm taking a e.l.f. small precision brush. I'm gonna look down again and just diffuse those edges. It's giving Harley Quinn. But speaking of, what were you guys for Halloween? I would love to know. I was Zatara from DC Universe, daughter of Dr. Fate. These House of Lashes, like the band is thick. Like it's noticeably thick, way thicker than I'm used to. I always use Ardell's. I don't like these lashes. There is definitely a reason why they went on sale while they dropped so low down to $6. I wouldn't even say these are worth $6. Like, don't even bother. Just go with Ardell or Kiss Lashes. And I'm sad because the style is pretty, like, if the band was different, if it wasn't so thick and like itchy when I was putting on my mascara, which by the way, I'm sorry, I really didn't want to go in with this because I was just thinking tonight I'm gonna have to take off all of this eyeliner, and these LA Girl Shockwave eyeliners are super, super budge proof and long wearing. So I was just thinking ahead and I was like, it's going to be hell trying to take off my makeup if I added this mascara. But if you do want to see this mascara in action, I did demo this in my Yes Style video, so you can go check that out if you are interested. Instead, I went in with this Milani highly rated anti-gravity mascara. This is new to me. I just tried it a couple of days ago and I've been really liking it. It also works really well for the bottom lashes, which has always been a struggle for me. Moving on to the face, taking the Danessa Myricks Universal Blurring Balm Powder. This Danessa Myricks one is thinner in texture and it's more smooth. Like, it is pilling a little bit with my, I just remembered this does not like to work with my Selfless by Hyram Niacinamide and Maracuja moisturizer, which I always wear. That's my favorite moisturizer, and I'm remembering now why I stopped using this is because it doesn't work with my favorite moisturizer. It started to pill. With my Beauty of Joseon Relief Sun sunscreen, my favorite sunscreen, this also does pill with that one as well. I made a little concoction using that Danessa Myricks foundation mixed in with that Bear With Me concealer, and I think I got a pretty good shade match. So I'm just gonna spread this out with my finger first and then we'll blend it out with the sponge. That actually turned out to be a really good match for me. Taking my Haus Labs concealer, and I'm just gonna put a little bit pretty far down just because I don't want to blend too high up and cover up that eyeliner that we have right there. Concealer makes such a difference. Next is powder. I'm literally taking the tiniest little bit of my Cherry Blossom powder because my skin is already naturally very dry, so I only take the tiniest little bit underneath the eyes and really only on the inside corner, so you can see the difference between unset and set. Next is bronzer. I'm hoping that this e.l.f. Luminous Putty bronzer is dark enough. My biggest gripe with these putty products is I just feel like they don't retain their moisture like when you first get them. Specifically with the luminous ones, they feel really creamy, and then over time I just feel like they get drier and drier. Yeah, no, I was tripping. This shade works really well for me right now. I love this bronzer. It looks so good, and these are really nice and long wearing. They do wear like a powder. Taking this TooFaced highlighter, I know it looks pretty crazy, but I'm only gonna apply just like a little bit. Let's see. Okay, I also really miss this highlighter. It's really interesting. It's definitely not for everybody because it is basically like a glitter balm. It's like a duochrome, so you can see like shifts of pink, shifts of gold within it. I definitely want to use this more. I remember why I really liked it in the summer. Next, we got the Pixi blush. I already know why this went back in storage. This just does not have a lot of pigment, and this is not a long wearing blush like whatsoever. Like, it looks like, oh my god, that's a lot of color, but just watch. Like, it deposits color, but I bet you by the time I finish filming this, it's already gonna have faded. It's very dewy. I do prefer a blush like this in the summer. I really like how it looks with that blue. I'm gonna apply what looks like a lot only because I know in like 20 or 30 minutes, it's going to look way more muted than this. Here's a swatch of that, just in case you're curious. Next, let's do eyebrows. And first, I'm gonna take this Dose of Colors. This is their winged eyeliner brush. It is really nice for winged eyeliner, but honestly, a really nice eyebrow brush as well. So first, I'm just gonna run this spoolie through my brows. You guys, I finally finished that Sephora retractable waterproof brow pencil. That was part of my project pan, so I can finally go back to using eyebrow pens. So I'm gonna take my NYX Lift Snatch, and I really only fill in some parts of my tail that have some gaps in it. I let that eyebrow pen set down for just a little bit, and then I go in again with my spoolie and very roughly diffuse that color. And now we're ready for eyebrow gel. This is the Live Tinted Huebrow. This is their clear brow gel. I really like the wand of this because there's a flat side like this where you can just directly deposit however much product, and then there's a longer bristle side and then a shorter bristle side, so you can really customize application with this. I'm taking that same mascara from before, the one from Milani, and I'm gonna put that on the lower lashes. I don't love this brush for the lower lashes just because it's really big, especially because I do have smaller eyes, but this formula is super budge proof and it's not too wet and it's not too dry. Last step is lip. I went ahead and swatched the lip combination. So this is Work of Art, and then this is Mocha Twist from the e.l.f. Plumping Lip Glosses. This formula is nice. It's on the drier side. It's not stiff like the NYX Suede Matte ones are, but it gives that same kind of effect. And I'm gonna go ahead and just fill in my entire lips with this color. This color reminds me of Fenty Glow, like the original Fenty Gloss Bomb color. That is a really pretty nude combination. Like, it's not too pink and peachy, it's just right. All right, guys, and this is the final look. And to wrap up this video, I want to go over the products that really stood out to me that I'm like, why did I stop using you? And on the flip side, products that I remember now, why I stopped using them and why I put them away. Starting off strong with this Luminous Putty Bronzer. This color really suits me right now, and these are really easy to apply, and I know that it's going to wear all day because putty products, they wear like powders. The product that probably stood out to me the most, that I most missed, was this TooFaced Canary Diamond highlighter. I know it looks freaking crazy, but I only put a little bit on, to be fair. But I love how this looks. It's so much fun, especially if you really load it up, or if you wet your brush, you get more of that duochrome kind of effect. This combination slayed today. I love how my skin looks. It is wearing more of like a satin matte finish, but it doesn't feel dry, doesn't look dry. I am pleasantly surprised that I discovered this combo today. And also, this lip combination is super cute. This is a really good nude combination for me, but specifically this Tower 28 multi-liner in Work of Art. I really thought that it was going to be too pale for me, but I think now, moving into winter, it's not too pale. It's actually a really nice nude color on me. So I've definitely been missing out from using this. Some products that were underwhelming / I probably won't be using them again. First of all, these lashes. They're pretty, but I will probably never wear these lashes ever again. I'm very disappointed. These are the first House of lashes that I've tried, and it's making me not even want to bother giving them a second chance. So that is quite unfortunate. I will probably throw these away because I don't know if anyone would really enjoy these. The Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm Powder. I will say it doesn't work for me and my skin prep like it was pilling with my favorite moisturizer. That's a huge deal breaker for me because I'm going to keep using that moisturizer. It's my favorite for a reason. So this just doesn't have a place in my collection. It's not really that suitable for my dry, acne-prone skin, and when I want to prep it for makeup, this just doesn't really do anything that I want a primer to do. And lastly, this specific shade in the LA Girl Neon Eyeliners in Vivid, I just feel like you can barely tell it's there. The blues, these two are epic, as you can tell, super vibrant. I'm really glad I did that pop of white. I think it's really fun with this look. But this purple, I feel just completely got overshadowed, and I did have to build this up more, and even so, it's okay. I mean, these are only like $3.99, and especially if you get them on a sale, they're super, super affordable. Like, this is good for the price, but I just can't really see myself reaching for this specific shade in Vivid going forward. If you liked this Shop My Stash, if you want more tutorials, get ready with me, another makeup tings, then like, comment, subscribe. You already know the drill. I'm sending you guys so much love and light, and I will see you in the next one.